Hey, what's up guys, it's the Narrator here, and I hope you all have a fantastic day, and if your day is already over, well, I hope it was a great one. So today I wanted to talk about social media and why I think that certain platforms have kind of taken a nosedive in terms of relatability, and why I myself have taken a step back from the major ones like Facebook and Instagram. Now, it goes without saying that I still have accounts on these platforms, and hell, I even earn money from social media platforms like YouTube and twitch.tv/JaceOs, where I stream every now and then, link in the description. But enough of the self-plug. My main gripe of these platforms is that they aren't relatable to me anymore. You see, I was around in the beginning of Facebook where it was basically just your parents and relatives who owned an account. Before that, I came from that big, beautiful place called Bebo. Yes, that's right, not MySpace, I was a Bebo kid. And you know, in the beginning, I thought that Facebook was pretty cool. It was an easy way to connect with friends and family during its infancy, and it was a nice little place to find memes and communities that represented your interests. Over time, though, the platform really started to shift from a place where you could find relatable content to just political opinions and news websites pushing agendas. And you see, that's a huge issue for me. When I used to go on Facebook, I was more interested in seeing what my friends and family were up to. Nowadays, it's hard for me to go on there without being absolutely bombarded with misinformation and political agendas being shoved down my throat. Like, I'm trying to escape from that. You know, I'm on Reddit all the time and I see so much political stuff on there, and I'm just like, I don't want to deal with that stuff. And the issue is that it affects the other people that use the platform as well. Like, have you guys been on there and seen a generic post from a friend or family member like, "Oh, I think that the COVID situation is a hoax, and quite frankly, I'm not going to wear a mask because I read that it's fake news and I don't even know anyone that has corona. Drinks at mine this Friday, haha." And look, it isn't so much that it triggers me to see those things, it's more of the fact that I hate seeing people around me being misguided and spouting that crap to other people that they know. And God forbid you read the comments on those posts, because it's typically an echo chamber of people agreeing with them. But apart from that though, there's just too many ads on Facebook, and I find that quite creepy. Like, I'll be talking about a topic with somebody, and then I'll check Facebook later on, and there's an ad surrounding what I was talking about. Like, I hate to be a conspiracist, but it makes me think that Facebook could potentially be listening in on our conversations and pushing ads based on those conversations. But regardless of both of those facts, I think that the quality of content that people post on there nowadays is just boring. It might be because I've been spoiled by the likes of Reddit and YouTube, but I've typically seen most of the stuff that's shared or liked on that platforms. But that isn't to say that I don't like Facebook overall. There are some good things about Facebook, like pages, groups, or the marketplace that can help you find people who think like you or want to talk about the interests that you might have, or just help you sell something. But for the most part, Facebook has become redundant to me. I think a lot of people can agree that we mainly just use Facebook for its messenger app at the moment. But even that is very replaceable by the likes of things like Discord, for example. Another issue is the fact that people rely a lot on likes and impressions to help validate themselves. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I was one of those people who used to spam post selfies and regurgitate feel-good posts like, "Believe in yourself and you will find success." And it goes without saying that those posts usually did really freaking well. It felt really good to see those likes go up, and when there were a lot of people who liked my selfies, then like I said, I felt validated. It made me feel good about myself. And that's a large issue of why I needed to step away from platforms like Facebook and, more importantly, Instagram. Instagram in particular has a major issue with this type of behavior because it's a platform built around liking photos. So as you can imagine, it's a perfect place for people who may feel insecure to find validation, which is good and bad. Like, on one hand, it can help somebody feel comfortable with themselves if they gain a following and a ton of likes on their posts. But on the other hand, it's a platform that can destroy a person's self-confidence by seeing other people's success and beauty. And look, I just like to say, if you're one of those people out there that puts a lot of stock into how much likes or attention you get from posting selfies on the internet, I'm not going to call you an idiot. I was in the same boat because I felt insecure about how I looked when I was a teenager, and I used those platforms as a way to escape that feeling. But I want you to know that some digital likes on a post is only going to lead you craving it more and more, and eventually you'll begin to feel even worse when you start to see low likes or impressions. Stop caring about what people think about your looks. You're you, and that's all that matters. You don't need someone to validate how you look on a certain day. With that being said, that's exactly why I had to move away from Instagram. I have a private account, but I only really follow friends and family on that account. I had to stop following models and influencers because it just felt so fake a lot of the time. Like, most of the posts were being pushed by their marketing team to seem more appealing to their brand. Hey Kendall, how's it going? Yeah, so next Instagram post, we want you to put a Pepsi bottle on your ass and jiggle it around. Can you make it happen? Great. But that isn't to say that Instagram isn't a good platform. I actually use Instagram quite a bit because of their explore feature, and that shows me things that are relevant to my interests, just like YouTube. By the way, guys, if you enjoy the content, then make sure to like and subscribe down below to help support the channel. Thank you very much. There are other platforms like TikTok, for example, that sort of follow the same issues that Instagram have, and barring the fact that I don't even use it anymore due to the whole China privacy issue, which, by the way, you should probably delete the app, I thought that it was okay for what it was. Like, it was just a fun app where people could just post silly things and gain a following real quick if their content was good enough. It was basically the replacement for Vine, which managed to produce some really funny content creators like Casey Frey, for example.
So you wanna live long, so you wanna be free. Baby, running out of time, that's a really bad beat. On me, she wanna play hard to get this far by me, but I never wait long, I move on to what I need. I get my way, get out my way. Switch my place, I'm on my way. No mistakes, I know the stakes, yeah. I don't show face, I keep my pace, yeah. I don't show face, I keep my... Go cry while I'm down on my knee. That's me, I don't talk down, I just move how I need. Oh, late, hit her one time, now she going both ways. She knows in control, all that bullshit gets on you. I get my way, get out my way. Switch my place, I'm on my...
But apart from those apps on your phones, I think a larger part of the issues for social media really stems from the information warfare that is occurring around the world at the moment. TikTok is a perfect example of this happening. The reason why the Trump administration took such a firm stance on banning the app was due in part of the fact that the application was prone to exploitation from the Chinese government. To give you an idea of what I mean by that, since user data was stored in China, the Chinese government could forcibly access the data without any pushback from the company who owns TikTok. The same goes for any company in China. That's also why the Indian government banned PUBG Mobile in their country, because the company that owns it is based in China and the user data was being moved to offshore locations outside of India and they had no idea what was being done with it. This opens a nasty can of worms that you could even see today if you browse through Facebook. Governments and companies are able to access user data without their knowledge and use that to influence them in ways like pushing agendas or spreading misinformation. It's a scary thought, and it's the reason why you should be careful about what you read on the internet. So guys, that's the end of the video. I hope you all enjoyed, and leave a comment down below if you've seen a friend or a family member on social media just spouting off random stuff. I'd love to hear some examples from you guys as to what they've said, or just hear your thoughts on maybe what you think about social media in general. Would love to see it. Would love to see the comments down below. Thank you, and I hope you all have a great day.